the subject. Because some of those subjects may not require a lot of assistance and may be, we may be able to come to a conclusion, or work come to a conclusion relatively quickly, whereas some may take a year or two. And to keep continuity, I think the board having a committee that they define the terms, they assess the need, because sometimes it can be very dynamic. As we've learned with the lease study, needs arose in the middle of the study that we didn't identify beforehand, that we need to discuss and modify and try and consider. And having that ability as a board to decide, okay, these are the requirements of this committee. This committee will be answering to the board, not to us. So again, I think it needs to be the board that just decides. We've given them the ability to say, this is what the subject is, this is what we feel the board, the committee representation should be, these are the terms, and let them post it.
It's not so the members, not permanent members, whatever they need the opportunity
Right.
to get information, pull a bunch of them together, a list. You know, bring those people on and these are that could be it, and be done.
Just an awful lot of things.
Yeah.
Need to write it.
Mayor, also suggest that it was Kelly's idea to, try to get more voices involved. And if we turn the technical assistance committee into more weighted towards outside voices, even though they're experts, but they're more outside voices, then it's not going to allow the citizen participation as much as we want to, perhaps. I mean, I thought that was your suggestion, Kelly.
Well, and maybe we expand, maybe we go back to a bigger board of citizens from Wasatch County, and not having the FBO on there. If we take, if we take the city council, maybe we put 3 more members on there, so we go back to having the same, or is that what that makes sense?
Yeah, place 2 city council and 1 FDO member.
Then you have just a 4-member,
Could I also make a motion here on 6, on the technical assistance committee, that we add in a sentence that would say something to the effect that we do not allow the technical assistant committee members to become paid consultants to the airport board. I can say that again. Okay, members of the technical assistance committee will not be allowed to become paid consultants to the airport board during their membership.
Council will cover that language. Any discussion on that? I have a motion by Councilman Franco to have that language not paid. For the second one. Consultants. Number 6. Yeah, it's just do the, since it's a separate item, I'm probably like define that one. Or we include the whole package. Well, do you still, Councilman Potter suggests remove the 2 city council members and the FBO and adding 3 residents?
I don't agree with that. I think the suggestion was because we removed their voting rights, allow them to be on the board and still keep the board within the composition that's currently stated. I believe that was the one thing. Give them the opportunity to be there, to participate, to understand the issues, without giving them any kind of undue influence to the board. So I'm perfectly comfortable with this composition. And I'm hoping perhaps the environment's changed over the last 5 years, that we can attract more members of the public who would like to be members of this board. That has been an ongoing challenge for quite some time. I'd love to see that change so we can get more people wanting to participate with the board. So, to me, I think this is fine. I think the only concern I had was what was stated in Mark's report, and that was stating that residency should be defined also as permanent residency. And it was their primary home, their primary home is in Wasatch County. Other than that, I feel this resolution is fine.
Jim?
I agree with Eric on that. think that it's a big enough board to be able to get the work done, and not too big to be too cumbersome, to get too many of them. And you have issues with coming to any conclusions and making any decisions. As far as the technical assistance committee goes, I think that it's just that, to get some technical expertise from people that have the background that can help and assist the board make decisions. And I think if we limit it to and put the residency requirements on it, I think we're have a very difficult time to get technical assistance committee that has the technical knowledge to help them with. I think that the air industry is pretty specialized, and there aren't very many people that could really be of technical assistance for it.
Let me just ask Councilman Frank, you made a motion earlier on number 6, maybe you should draw that motion.
Or does it die for lack of a second?
We'll put the second on it, but she may be able to give it a chance if she wants to draw it.
No, I don't want to withdraw. I really like us to consider that.
The motion dies for lack of a second on that motion.
Do you call for something?
Just want to, I motion motion number 6 to add not to be a paid consolidator for the board.
I know, I didn't recall, the call for a second. That was second.
I call it second, and
I'm sorry.
one second.
Can I make the motion?
Okay, we'll go back to the.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make another motion saying essentially the same thing, that members of the technical assistance committee should not be allowed to become paid consultants to the airport board during their committee membership period.
One second. Second by Councilman Rowland. Any discussion on the motion? All
I
in
have a
favor?
question. So not become, like what if they were already a consultant, like say they hired someone to help us with this business plan and they wanted to put them on that, and that would just not become as their own.
Once they're a paid consultant, they're paid to be there.
Right.
They're paid to show.
Right, so I'm just trying to understand when that situation might happen.
True, and I always like to say, think worst case scenario thing. Obviously, if they want to be a paid consultant, then they would leave the technical assistance committee and be removed from
That's
more of the
So if
decision
you
making
wanted them and say,
process.
hey, this is a good person to hire, they could still do it.
It would be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I think in terms of pay, it would be volunteer.
That's true. That's true.
No discussion on the motion.
We hope that they have a lot of volunteer expertise.
Well, that in mind, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and carries. Ayes have it. So 6, that wording down. Let's go back again to our advisory board. Seems like I'm hearing change to city council remain, the 3 Heber city residents remain, 2 large Wasatch County residents remain. And the position, the FBO, the council, want to leave the FBO on, or you want to move the FBO?
As long as they're not voting on time.
So, the question I have on that also, this makes the FBO permanent board seat. You put them on there, there's no way to remove them getting office. Permanent seat.
My concern is we're worried about having city council members have any influence. To me, the FBO has an inherent conflict, and that would possibly be much stronger influence on the board than a city council member because of their knowledge and expertise. So I don't know, I haven't been to those meetings, and maybe Eric is a different opinion, but even after reading those ethics rules, I'm more concerned about an FBO because every single decision almost would impact his bottom line. So it seems like there's a conflict on everything. I don't know.
It's your option would be to remove the FBO and put residents, Wasatch City residents on board.
But that's just my kind of question. Maybe we can get not educated
they're the ones who are there all the time, bringing the technical knowledge that.
What about the manager?
Everything.
What about our airport manager? Is there a role for that person? Or he's just got like an employee, like a city manager, rather than FBO who's got this contract.
I mean, ideally, I would like to see some of the airport bylaws that state that any, and I apologize for not stating this exactly, but there is a provision that states if there's something that changes from the airport's rules and regulations, you need to go through the FBO and see if they're, I don't want to say approval, I'm just
Isn't
throwing
that
words.
the
Yeah, that's when changing
Not the leases.
fuel.
Yeah, this is something which requires us to go to them anyway. I'd like to remove that so that we're not beholden to them. And even, I believe, my impression was far more broad than just the fuel rates exposure. There was basically anything that pertained to anything that could affect them.
Is that the bylaws?
I think so. And I remember reading that thinking,
What's
wow,
in there?
we've given them quite a bit of.
Right. There's a lot of influence.
There's a few things you have to get 50% to go with.
So having them on the board has helped streamline a lot of our discussion so that we could come to decisions without having to, yeah, so that's been nice. But I can understand it, and you are right, there's a great deal that happens at the airport which directly would affect them. And also, if we were to entertain an additional FBO, we may want to give the airport, a few years or however long from now. I think to be fair, we want to make sure that it's not just that one FBO that's represented all the time, that we both could have a voice at some time. So, again, I struggle with the fact that we found their input is very valuable. And taking away the vote, to me, was, okay, that's a nice concession. They're still there. They're still there. They can definitely provide some input, some expertise into this field. And there's a lot. I mean, like Jeff said, it's a very technical board assignment. And it is a balance. You want to make sure they're not advising us in a way that would give them undue influence. You're right. I mean, that's,
Because
So-
it is in his interest, wouldn't he, to have meetings anyway, we would comment as requested from the board, without having that official seat bearing. The fact that he was able to get that contract extended, like, he knows what game is to just everybody being, he's got that price locked in there, it seems like he's had the opportunity to influence that, where maybe as just an person attending and the board can say, hey, what do you think? And take his opinion without being an official board member, wouldn't that be as effective?
I mean, we could technically remove that and not change the rest of the competition because we still have an odd number of voting members. I'm fine with that.
I just would like to see people regain confidence in the board, because like there's a community feeling that it's, sure people feel like the community's represented, that it's unbiased, that it's balanced.
I feel fine, if we need to that point, I think you're right, Randy, if we do strike that, I don't know if I feel comfortable replacing that with another voting member, because then we're back in the same situation where we have, yeah. But if we just strike that, we're still at a 5 voting member